What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another packed, meaty,
Beefy,
beefy, juicy, I'm thinking
succulent,
succulent.
succulent food. See, we're doing food commercials here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Welcome
Food.
to another episode of the now 100% free, Taco Bell free Geeks Forever podcast. No Taco Bell.
Zero sugar, 100% vitamin C, and all the vitamins that you need for your body.
Well, there's definitely someone out there in the world is getting some of that vitamin D. But thank you for joining us once again on this Monday at 7 p.m. Like Monday Night Raw, we have the same starting time. Sometimes
We're watching it as we're doing the show.
Yeah, yes, I am watching it right now as I'm doing the show. I am your host, the one, the only, the most chaotic panelist and podcast host in all of Texas. Your Aztec Emperor himself, King Mexico. I know it's kind of like, why are you an Aztec Emperor and the King of Mexico? Shut up.
He does whatever he wants. That's his thing.
That's right. Notice me, senpai. Instead of acknowledge me, it's gonna be notice me.
Acknowledge me, senpai. There you go.
That's right. And joining me always is the man with the plan. He runs the skinny. He's the Texas gaming hedgehog himself, spin dashing his way from terrible conventions that we still have a lot to talk about, apparently, but we're not going to do that today. But the one, the only Keyblade, Sonic.
Hello. Hi.
Was that okay? So we're watching Raw at the same time we're doing the doing the podcast today. What the hell kind of pillow was Dominic Mysterio holding?
I got no idea. No idea. I'm watching Charlotte Flair. I don't know her face. I'm sorry. Why did she have to mess up her face like that? She looks like
she looks
older.
sick. She looks sick.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. So before we begin, we're doing an interview with USHICON. But do we have a skinny? Do we have anything?
I guess the skinny will go towards the stuff that happened this past weekend. I will say that. But I will say this, that this weekend is the Super Bowl on Super Bowl Sunday live from the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. It will be the Kansas City Chiefs looking to make history, looking to three-peat, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And you're probably wondering, didn't this happen 2 years ago? Yes, it did. And we have to watch it again. So
the rematch.
Another rematch, because last year there was a rematch of 4 years ago too. So we got a lot of rematches.
Geek Cred is the first one to comment. Hey y'all, and Fart Knocker. Fart Knocker's usually first.
Yeah. Oh, he beat you to it.
I know. So this week, I completely forgot about the Super Bowl this coming weekend.
Yeah, it's this weekend, and then obviously at like Super Bowl ads, people are also looking forward to that, movie trailers and all that stuff. Which, speaking of, it was announced this morning that the first trailer for the new Fantastic Four movie will be debuting tomorrow morning. So just want to give you all a heads up on that. And I guess we could just talk about this past weekend, that certain rumble of royalty. You know what I mean?
That's right. Before we do talk about this past weekend, also as a reminder, this coming weekend is USHICON in Austin, Texas. I thought it was in Round Rock. I made a mistake. It's in Austin, Texas. It'll be this weekend, the 7th through the 9th, 7, 8, and 9. It'll be at the Wyndham. I actually have it this time around. The information for that. It's at the Wyndham Garden. That's what it's called. The Wyndham Garden. It's at the it's the 3401 South I-35 frontage road, Austin, Texas. You can still get a room, or you can call the hotel at 737-304-0630 and ask for the USHICON group rate. I don't know if that's still going on, but if you're gonna go check it out and you want to party and you want to get sloppy, you want to get wasted, remember, don't drink and drive. Get a hotel. Party with the Macho Man. Let's get lit. But yes, so our guest is here, but before we introduce them, let's go ahead and get it out of the way. The WWE Royal Rumble was this past weekend, and the Geeks Survivor crew did have a little get together with some of our members at the Big City Wings. We had a few people come out, which was amazing. Right now on WWE Monday Night Raw, the Royal Rumble winner is making his way to the ring. So, for those of you that aren't aware, are just live under a rock.
Well,
John Cena did not win the Royal Rumble.
if anything, I think so. We're gonna talk a little bit more about this. So go ahead, just go. Going into it, we had no idea who would have won. You know what I mean? Like going into it, the last few years, it was kind of obvious who was going to win. It was kind of getting predictable. On the women's side, it was predictable this year, but on the men's side, I didn't think of all people, Jey Uso was going to win the Royal Rumble.
You can so we were at Big City Wings. You can ask Sonic. I was so pissed. Like
There, they can't run me through the camera.
oh let me
That sounds bad, doesn't it? Like,
no,
I know I need a shower, but like,
let me let them fix that before I bring them back on.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
Give me. Oh no, it's 17. All right. So I gotta say that the Royal Rumble for the men's side, we were talking about it, completely unpredictable. None of us saw who was gonna. No one knew who was gonna win for sure. I predicted CM Punk or John Cena.
Yeah, that was like the two main ones people were expecting. You know what this reminded me of? It's like that SpongeBob episode with the snail race.
Yeah,
And
with the
Jey
Rock
Uso's
one.
the Jey Uso's Patrick's Rock. That's what it kind of reminded me of. He's like, "Oh, thanks. Thanks. I know he's got
My
nerves of steel."
500 purebred lost to a rock. He's like,
those are probably all the people that betted on.
Dude, like no clue, no idea. I really like the Royal Rumble. I'm actually happy with Jey Uso winning. I know a lot of people are upset.
Yeah, a lot of polarizing, but that doesn't distract the fact that not only did Jey Uso win the Royal Rumble, here's a little bit of sports here. One of the most surprising trades, and this is in the comment section brought it up, one up Definitive Studios. Yes, so for people who don't know, the Dallas Mavericks made a trade, pretty much their superstar, Luka Doncic. They're sending him to Los Angeles to the Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis of all players. And if anything, that was really shocking. Considering, there's been a lot of like ideas and theories like, oh, why did they traded him? Oh, he wasn't going to get his contract, or oh, his conditioning isn't so good. And then earlier today, I was hearing the radio and I heard that Luka just got a house in Dallas last week. And then imagine you just got a house in Dallas just to find out, oh, by the way, we're trading you to Los Angeles. And now you got to like do the whole process, moving in, moving out all over again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that kind of like blew up overnight, like Saturday and Sunday. There were people who woke up in the morning to hear the trade. And I was like, I was kind of shocked too. I was like, what? They traded Luka Doncic of all their players? And yeah, they got a couple of round picks too. And apparently the Rockets could take advantage of it because apparently I think the Rockets can get a 2029 first round pick from Dallas, I believe, if I remember correctly. If not, I do apologize. But yeah, that was a big thing. So a lot of sports this past weekend.
A lot of sports ball. Let's
Go
bring
sports.
Go sports.
Yeah, it was funny because we saw at the Royal Rumble, we were paying attention to the signs in the background, and then one of them said "Go Sports."
Let's go. Anime Tyler. Oh, speaking of, I just started submitting my panels today, and I was trying to. There are some adult panels that I'm right now adjusting to be family friendly, so I'm bringing those Uh, so I'm literally on their website right now. That's like they pop up. Shout out to Deacon Rap, who is extremely salty this weekend. We had a small spat on the Discord where he was upset that John Cena
Yeah,
lost.
that Texas mug
Yeah.
too.
All right. But congratulations to Jey Uso, who will be competing against Gunther.
Or Cody, we don't know. But likely it'll be against Gunther once again at WrestleMania 41, the weekend of WeebCon, actually. So it's the same weekend.
That's right. And because Anime Tyler Texas is after WrestleMania, I want to do something WWE related at
My
Anime
bad.
Tyler
It
Texas.
wasn't a lot. I thought cheap stuff.
I don't think they realized that I'm on the show.
Yeah, they're they're
They're
live.
Hey,
yes, to the person in the
Ushi, because I know their actual name, but I don't want to throw their name around.
Ushi, you're live on the show. Your phone call's on the show or your
sorry.
conversation.
Bye.
Hi, welcome.
Hello.
So,
Yeah,
all right, so we're about to kick off the interview. We just want to say congratulations to Jey Uso for winning the Royal Rumble. You'll be challenging the World Heavyweight Champion or the WWE Champion
at WrestleMania. And then let's kick some home runs. Yes, sir. Let's kick some home runs. Not only that, let's swing some touchdowns. There you go.
Let's get some of them.
By
the way, before we begin, I'm buying this. I'm gonna save up. I'm gonna use my tax return. I don't care what it is.
Order pizza live on the show. A Yeet belt.
Look at this.
Dude, that looks kind of. That doesn't look right. Is that a bootleg?
It's a bootleg. It doesn't look right at all.
It looks AI from a distance.
It actually kind of like the strap looks great.
The strap looks great, but the plates just look kind of weird because the WWE is like that should not be supposed to look
like. They I think they just they only have one review. Was on time. ... Perfect. Oh, but they did one for WrestleMania, so I definitely want one.
Yeah, they did one. I think they have. Yeah, those are ones they do sell in the shop. It was for like the 40th anniversary stuff.
But these are bootlegs, so these are different.
Yeah, those are yeah.
Look, I can only afford bootlegs. It's and even then, I can barely afford the bootlegs. But yes, you're really bad quality. It's fake. They had this on Reddit. Yeah, I know they're fake, but I still want it. I mean, they're not too bad. Like I have the winged eagle one, and it doesn't look too bad. Only when you examine it close up.
The page is done.
So it's not that
what I wanted in which cups.
All right, so let's go ahead and kick things off with the one, the only. This is the house they built. USHICON 2025. The con chair of USHICON. What do you want me to call you besides USHICON? Because you didn't tell me and I want to use your real name.
Oh, you can use my real name. That's fine.
Okay, Sabrina.
Sabrina, there we go. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome to our very goofy show.
That's right, where we talk professional wrestling while watching it, while doing an interview, while acknowledging to the comment section, yeah, hey, my bad. I'm a little late on some of the panels, but I'm doing it. But yes, welcome. We didn't mention the fact that USHICON is this coming weekend. That's right. At the Wyndham
Wyndham Garden.
Yes. Well, we'll be there for sure. Geeks Forever will be there. We have 3 panels, 2 on Saturday. We are running karaoke for them on Friday night. We have a Power Ranger panel, which is our official Power Ranger panel that we're debuting for the first time. Not the one we stole from Deacon. Well, I mean, we did steal it from Deacon, but this is our version of it.
We're basically giving it the Geeks 5 Ever special.
That's right. It is the lore of Mighty. It's called It's Morphin Time, the lore of Power Rangers, where we explore the entire lore of the show, the comics, and the video games.
Missed opportunity to call it It's Lord Fin Time.
It's Lorphin time.
Yeah, missed opportunity. It's Lorphin time.
I wonder if I can make like it's eating time. Like, no, I'm looking at Jay Uso and his big old orange T-shirt that just says "Yeet" in the middle. But also, we have it's over 9,000, a Dragon Ball panel. This coming March will mark 1 year since Akira Toriyama's death. Also, Dragon Ball Daima will be ending on February 28th.
That would it be like the end of the series or just like a season or something?
No, it's the end of the
arc or something.
Of the well, Daima was always meant to be a short anime.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Also, in the Morphin Time panel, we will be talking about the new anime that just debuted over 4 weeks ago. It's called The Red Ranger in Another World. What is it actually called? Let me look it up real quick. I know it's called The Red Ranger Wakes Up in Another World or something like that. It's an isekai.
The Red Ranger becomes an adventure in another world.
Yes, it has a very long, complicated name. Yes,
that's isekais for you. That's isekais for you.
It is funny. I guess I'm a little biased because he's a Power Ranger. Well, he's a Sentai, and like they have like the where when he transforms it explodes. He has his Megazord, and I like it. It's only 4 episodes in, but this is a miracle considering the fact that it's an anime that I'm watching that's not Digimon or Dragon Ball. Also, we have they have a panel called Anime Jeopardy, which is on Saturday night, and your emperor, your Aztec emperor, will be going 1-on-1 with Anime Jeopardy with his own terrible fan fiction. Oh, and I got some fan fictions for y'all. We might even try to live stream the panel, and we might read one about the guy that's in charge. You know, the one, the only Cheeto Puff Man himself. We're gonna find a fan fiction about him where he hooks up with Shrek, and they make the swamp great again by building a wall. And there might be some R-rated scenes in there, but it's fan fiction, so I gotta read it as they describe it, and sometimes it's awful. It's very, very awful. Let's go ahead and acknowledge some comments. Stupid ding-a-ling bell dingy fast enough. It's like Fart Knocker's upset because he wasn't anime title. Let's go. Yes, let's get this. I am more than mad that the Maves GM. Okay, y'all talked about that right now. Then Cena not winning, and the 2029 first round pick. We just got a house, and Anthony just paid for his house as well. No one knew but the GM and owners on each side, coaches. So I thought it was a joke that they traded their best player for like a T-shirt. I think that was like a joke or something.
Yeah, someone said it's either a T-shirt or like a bag of chips.
Yeah, for real, like a T-shirt. Or if you've seen Semi-Pro, they remember they traded the washing machine for, I don't know if you see it, but they traded their washing machine for Maddox.
Yeah.
And they're like, you should have kept the washing machine. It's fake. Okay, yeah.
Oh, we joke, but yeah.
One up says Sabrina, hi, OMG, including myself. Everyone is doing a Power Ranger panel. So everyone is doing the Power Ranger panels are very, very popular nowadays, but no one really covers like the comics a lot and the video games, and because the comics are canon to the show, and I think the games might be canon to the show. I want to do a Digimon panel because Digimon is very like good and it's very complicated at the same time, because all Digimon, like the video games, the shorts, the manga, are all canon to each other, and they're all completely different. Like Tai in the manga is different than Tai in the anime. Then there's the remakes, the movies. Then there's the video games where Tai does exist in a couple of the games, but like the games have connected when they cross through the multiverse. So Digimon is really good. So that'd make a great panel. So for this year, for USHICON, I do have other responsibilities with the convention besides just running panels. But we're not going to get into that today. We're going to talk about the convention itself. Sabrina, thank you for joining us. I know you are busy hiding in the darkness like Batman.
Multitasking.
Okay, I thought you were like turning into Batman.
Multitask.
So tell us about yourself. So when we talked to you last year, I don't know if you realized, but you weren't on camera at all.
Oh,
Now you are. You have.
yes. I'm being talked to, so now I'm on camera. Ha 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 ha.
You are more confident. You are more.
I'm very distracted, actually.
He doesn't know how to put stuff down and stop for 5 minutes.
Tell me about myself.
Well, no,
Oh.
tell us who you are. I know we
Uh,
said your name, but the audience, except for One Up Definitive Studios, I mean, they definitely know who you are.
let's see. I don't know, what, 30?
This is a dating app. I'm like, I'm 30.
I like
walk
women.
park,
They can hear
sunset.
you. I can leave to the other room if you need me to.
No, I need you to talk to them.
I like how Wacko is commenting and talking on the show at the same time. Like,
Yes, no problem. Anytime. I help run the con. The con is a lot of work. I'm the hotel liaison. I work with the English guests, the guest coordinator for American guests. I'm the volunteer coordinator. I'm a whole bunch of things for the con. So, I'm also trying to put together prizes for our video game tournaments tonight.
so okay, you by the way, you have a comment directed towards you. In case you did not know, One Up Definitive Studios is Toa.
Okay.
Do you know who Toa is? 'Cause
I'm like, I don't know right now. My brain is full of USHICON things.
it's okay. Toa can cry after the show.
Cry.
Okay, so so the convention is this weekend. You wear many different hats, and USHICON, it's at a different location. So I've been messing up because here's the thing. Like I've been planning to go. So when I'm gonna be at the con, guys, I'm gonna be there this Thursday, and I was like, oh shit, I'm trying to get a bus, and like I need to be there to help set up, and like, oh damn it, there's only one bus that goes to Round Rock, and she's like, well, it's in Austin, right? We're not in Round Rock anymore. I'm like, what? I'm so glad you said something to me because I checked the address now, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god, the bus stop is a 6-minute drive away from the location.
Yeah,
Well,
so
that's awesome.
if you're wondering the address of USHICON's location, it is at the Wyndham Garden, Austin, on 3401 South I-35 Frontage Road, Austin, Texas. So in case you're wondering, specifically, we just gave you the directions.
It is Southside Austin. It's not that far away from
Yes.
downtown. So it is convenient because I'm taking the bus and it's gonna be a lot easier for me to get there. That means I can leave here around 6 and get there around 9 and set up.
Awesome.
But with that being said, so the convention is this coming weekend. I don't know who. There are multiple conventions apparently this weekend. I didn't know that. But you have been, you've been the con chair for a while now. You were there. You were here last year to talk about the revival of sorts.
Yes.
Because at one point we were not sure of the future of USHICON. See, I've been going to USHICON since I don't remember what the name of the hotel was, but it was a hotel, and then behind it was like a small convention center. You had to it was in the parking lot, and you had to
Yes.
cross the parking lot. And I remember that, and that is where we met one of our members of the Geeks Forever, who Rummy, who unfortunately passed away in May before the tornadoes hit Houston. So we met him at the at the USHICON, and my first weekend going there and experience, I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, it's small, it's cool. And then they gave us free beer. I was like, fuck yeah, this is the greatest con ever.
No free drinks this time, unfortunately.
I will 5-finger discount. I mean, what? Nothing. Sad face, but doesn't mean you can't buy a pack of. No, I shouldn't. I mean, you could buy some protein for King Mexico and bring him some protein because he's going to eat protein. So apparently, I don't consume enough. Oh, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen! For those of you wondering, probably not, probably who knows? John Cena has been named as the first participant for the Elimination Chamber on March 1st, Saturday, March 1st, streaming live on Peacock, on the cock, as Jim Cornette will say. All right, so this week, let's talk about the con. So the con, you have the con's this Friday. So who are the guests for the convention this year?
Okay. Yeah, I should probably have all this in front of me instead of all the.
Keep the camera out. Look at me.
We have one Japanese guest. We were supposed to have 3, but the one who's coming is Hisashi Kagawa, and he's our Japanese guest. According to our webpage, which you can also read from there, he's been a part of the anime industry since 1988.
Wow.
The character design.
He does character designs for decades, and he's
So-
known. Yeah.
I was going to say, do you want me to read this, or do you want to read it?
Oh, I was just skimming it.
Okay. So based on what I can see here, we got Sailor Moon,
Toriko,
Tiger Mask.
Pretty Cure, Wangon Midnight. So many designs. It's amazing. Especially so big and iconic anime that people know here, like Sailor Moon. Obviously, when you think of like just the first thing that pops out, Sailor Moon. It'd be interesting for. Guests could probably want to like meet this person. Like, oh my god, you helped help design, the characters for this anime. You know what I mean?
So is he? So he animates them? Is he like the director? Does he animate them?
He's a character designer.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, it does say here. Yes. What? So like here, and people like the animation. When it comes to anime, guys, and it comes to manga, the actual manga authors. Artists don't actually design the characters for the most part for the animes. They can like give a design and a rough draft, but then they have the animators kind of like redesign it, kind of like how they did with Super Saiyan 4 for Goku and Dragon Ball GT. Akira Toriyama did not design Super Saiyan 4. The animator, the director, he designed Super Saiyan 4.
Basically, what they would do is they would get the original artist. Sometimes they would probably like, okay, here's a rough design, and then they'll just like design it for a way it fits the animation studio designs for television, obviously. And sometimes the original artist can give like notes or be a consultant. It's like, okay, here, all right, if you're gonna do this, change it to this design or do this one or something like that. And they kind of work together. They're like kind of like the glue that sticks like between the manga and the anime together.
Right. Also, another prime example is if you watch this is Dragon Ball once again. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, the movie Lord Slug, the false Super Saiyan, that was the studio given like an idea of how Super Saiyan was going to be, and they designed their own version. The reason why that movie had that transformation and we've never seen it again was because Lord Slug debuted Super Saiyan before it actually debuted in the anime. And all we had is what it looked like in the manga, but in the manga, I don't think they had like colored it yet.
I did.
Go ahead.
It is important to know that a lot of hard work goes into making anime, and it's not just the mangaka, the creator of the manga. There's always background artists and characters designers and directors and producers, and then there's even more when you move it over to anime. You have all that plus. I did want to mention for our guest the Japanese guest I mentioned, they're doing a sign up or like a raffle, and you can put in drawing requests. I know he's only doing the bust up, but it's going to be a raffle for a single free drawing, and
That's awesome.
so we're gonna have a small raffle that he's gonna work on. One free drawing. I know that Greg was saying that if you're getting a commission from him, he's only doing busts, so like head or chest up, not full body drawings. On top of which the price was either 200 or 250 to start.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I was just about to ask you what you meant. Because like when you said bust, I was like, okay, like what do you mean? Because
Basically from the chest up, upper
yeah,
body.
okay, so I got it. Okay, so but is it like characters that he specifically worked on, or can be like any character?
I mean, it's gonna be up to his discretion.
Okay.
He can say no to whatever he wants to or feels comfortable drawing or not drawing. So, definitely going to be interesting.
It's important it's important that I ask that question because like someone's gonna be like, well, they didn't say or specify, so I'm gonna have them draw like a toilet or a box of cereal or a turd in a toilet. I mean, that's just like a terrible example, but
yeah,
turd in a toilet.
I have no idea what his comfort levels are. I just know that he just specifically, when contacting us, he said he didn't want to do full body drawings.
Right. So it's very important, guys, that we respect the guests, their artists, the voice actors, everyone that actresses, voice talent, as we call them.
Just everybody, just a lot of the people who worked on stuff behind the scenes, like and also not just them, but also the artists. Like in the artist alley, there could be some who are like, "Hey, I'm offering commissions." You know, if they have specific rules or they have specific guidelines, just respect them. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, sometimes there could be instances where like, okay, I can't draw this character, but can I draw this one instead? And you know, if you know, you could just try to like work something out. You know what I mean? Just be respectful about it. You know, you know, some of these artists, you know, they take a lot of time and patience and effort to put all these drawings to, you know, to life in a way. And also be patient. That's another thing too.
Right. It's like Sonic saying, it's very important to respect them because they have things that they can draw. There are some things that they're not willing to draw. You know, hey, can you say this line in your character's voice? And they look at it. I'm not saying that. It's kind of offensive. Or when I was doing commissions as an artist, when I was doing art, I made it specifically well known, like, hey, I don't do lewd art, I don't do hentai. Don't ask, I'm not gonna do it. So I know because one person was like, well, you should do it because it makes money. And like, yeah, just because it makes money doesn't mean
I'm gonna do them.
Right. It doesn't mean I don't feel comfortable. I'm not gonna do it. If I don't feel right, I'm not gonna do it. So like, you know, just like, hey, just respect the fact that I don't do it. And like, you know, that's why we asked, like, hey, is there like a restriction? Is there a guideline? Or so? And it's based off of his like what he feels comfortable with, which is perfectly understandable. It's perfectly fine. I mean, it's just, but we wanted people to be aware of just in case they had any questions about that. Is that so? That is the Japanese. Is it the only guest, or is there any other guest?
No, I also had last minute voice actor guest Lindsay Shepard and a last minute voice director Samantha Morrison.
Oh,
okay.
So Lindsay Shepard has voiced some women in anime, and she's worked on titles like Ruby, Pokemon, Pathfinder, Shadowverse, and I think something newer. What was it?
Love Live. She's in Love.
Oh, she's in Love Live and a villainess or something. Some reincarnated villainess. She's the main character for that role, but I don't remember the name of the anime. I'm sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. Can I give you some some kudos, some points? I don't know if brownie points is the right term. Because I'm on the website. Because the reason why I asked the guest one, because there was only one guest listed, and
Yes.
I remember there were more. I just didn't see them listed. But I gotta say this, like, this is the real guest list for me. The list of restaurants that are nearby, so you don't starve to death. Look, we got, in case you want to go see a fight, we got Waffle House. That's 24/7. You know, one thing that San Antonio does not have that Austin does have is the Waffle House. You got Cypress Grill, Gangnam Korean barbecue. You got a Mexican restaurant, Machi Sushi. You got Domino's, Pizza Hut. You got ramen, Tatsui. Ooh, I hope that's the same one as the one here, because their spicy ramen is actually spicy. Like, I enjoy that stuff. But like, there are some good stuff here because I am gonna be like, I eat a lot now. I ate a lot before, but I eat a lot more now. So I definitely will be snacking. So I gotta give y'all, well, let me go back to the website. This is great. This is awesome. I think this is important. I know some conventions do this, some don't. I think it's important to have food options available. I know some cons will list the food trucks that they have coming out to the event. I think it's important to have, and look, you even have like this right here, like the direction button, like you can click on it and it gives you like the directions to it. This is pretty cool. So I like that. I like how y'all made it convenient.
Yeah, the guide's been around for a while, and we definitely enjoy using and abusing it every year. If you look at the schedule, you can see some of the voiceover panel on Friday at 12:30 in the main events room. So we're definitely, the first panel of the day is going to be pretty exciting with our guests.
So Friday we have Charlotte.
If you go to the top, it should say you can change it to main events.
Okay, opening ceremonies is at 11:30. Lindsay Shepard and Samantha Morrison. Diamonds in the Rough, look at the 2000s anime. Anime Past the Buck and karaoke's at 8 to midnight, which is run by yours truly, the one, the only, once again, as known as the most chaotic panelist, podcast host. I bring the chaos. And it's funny because, like, was it okay? We're gonna break kayfabe right here. We're gonna break the fourth wall. Was it? I don't want to say his name, because what Raven's Night was? I mean, Ravensight. Was it Ravensight that said I was chaotic?
You call yourself chaotic,
No,
so
I never called myself chaotic. I just said that it gets crazy, and I was like, yeah, you know, I don't believe in like a script or schedule or like cue cards or like following any kind of like outline. I just go in there and I do it, and I just go in there, I show up, and I just do what I got to do, and then I walk away. And then he legitimately used the word like he's too chaotic.
yes,
I don't know if it's gonna work out.
yes, you are chaotic, but you can run karaoke just fine.
But that's the thing though, like it appears chaotic, but like I know what I know I have my vision and I know what I want to do and I know how it's going to go. And it appears chaotic, but I always have like a plan. And so like the thing is, I've gone through multiple names. I've gone through Nura, you know, Goku's obviously my name. I did the anime and rated thing. Well, Nura was an old cosplay I did. It was
that Sora Naruto one.
Yeah, that like
Soruto.
Nobody remembers Soruto. Yeah, but Nura sounds better. I was thinking about using Soruto because Nura was the fusion dance, and I was thinking about using Soruto for like the Pataras.
Yeah, there you go.
So I've gone through Nura. I've gone through like our team was called Team Darko, which was very emo. So I don't know how that worked out. We went by anime unrated. We went by I was the unrated superstar. It was a parody to Edge's the rated R superstar. And Deacon's here, quick! John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. John Cena. I'm Deacon.
We can't see him,
Yeah, we can't see it though.
Can't see him.
but they can hear you.
But well, we can smell Deacon. He had Taco Bell.
Ew.
I mean, you say
I'm
it that
just
way. I
messing
mean,
with you. I'm just because I watched this video where he had like a cape and everything, and
yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw that too.
I was like, it was great. And then me and him got into like a little like fake spat on the Discord. Like, he's like, "Hey man, fuck you." He doesn't cuss that often, but when he does, it's great. I love it. But going back, like we've gone through so many nicknames, and then somebody gave me the name Mexico, and then it kind of became King Mexico because we used to throw like the biggest room parties, and then Captain Mexico because I did the cosplay. So Mexico is always stuck. But when he used chaotic, that's when it kind of like, yo, I'm gonna use that. Like, I love that. Like, I am the most chaotic panelist, and because people always say they're the best. We are the most exciting. We are the greatest. We are the best. We are the number one panelist in the entire state. Like, you know what? As a panelist, and we all know each other, and we all think we're like number one. Everyone thinks that they themselves is number one. I was like, I don't want to be number one. And that's when I started like, I was like, thank you, Raven Sight, because I'm going to steal that and I'm going to use it and I'm going to market it. And now
I feel
it's
like you were already marketing it though, because you
but
were already calling yourself chaotic.
well, I wasn't like saying the word like chaotic, but I was like, yeah, like we're unhinged, we're unleashed, we are unrated. And then he's like chaotic. He's like, they're too chaotic. We are the most chaotic panelist and podcast host in all of Texas. And that's like, and it helps and it rings and people, it's catchy. It's like, it's marketable. And that's what it really came down to for me. Like, this is great. I can use this. I can slap it on a shirt. And I thought, like, yeah, this definitely could work. Because, like, I have rubbed, like, the first time I would host a panel for a con, I always rub people the wrong way in the beginning because it's like, okay, well, where's your setup? I don't have a setup. Do you need a mic? I don't need a mic. Do you, like, what do you need? Nothing. I'm just going to show up, talk, make people laugh, and then I'm going to walk away.
That's your style.
That is my style. Breaking news: Deacon Rap loves John Cena more than Taco Bell.
Where do you see all these comments?
Oh my god! You can't. Oh, because you're on the phone, so it's hard for you to see him. But here, I'll put it on the screen for you. First up, Deacon Raps. Bro, you could have talked smack about my girlfriend, but John Cena, it's on site. You were fighting.
Throw your girlfriend under bus like that. Why don't you?
I want to sleep. I think it's because she told him no Taco Bell tonight.
Probably.
Breaking news: Deacon Rap loves John Cena more than Taco Bell. So yeah, I mean, I do owe, like, I know you're right. I did kind of like use it a little bit, but I never marketed it before. I just use it as a, like, because it's kind of hard to explain our style panel hosting. You were there when we started karaoke for CowaCon. You were there when we started, and it's like, and like that's the vision I have, like, for like, that's why I was like, hey, I don't think we figured out who's doing the. Am I allowed to say anything about that?
So what?
The showcase about what's going on and who's hosting it?
Oh, well, normally I host it, but
Are you doing it?
no, whoever can host it, we'll see what happens. Because I didn't realize y'all had that conversation until after I read it, and I was like, okay, whatever happens, as long as it runs.
I mean, I would still like for you to come, like, because he said one other person is like, y'all, you can host it by yourself or you can co-host it. I'm like, I'm down to co-host. But like, I think it's important that you're there to introduce you, just so everyone knows. Is like, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm the mouth of the South, the loudest Mexican you'll ever meet. your Aztec emperor, your Mexican king, the chaos incarnate king, Mexico himself. But this is you're like the AJ Styles when he says this is the house that AJ Styles built. This is the house that Sabrina built. Oh, except you don't do the hand gesture.
What
So,
hand? Okay.
like, well, because he has gloves, and when he puts the gloves together like that, it has like a logo.
Oh,
So, like, because we take a lot of professional wrestling, and then we kind of like infuse it into like our the way we do things. Because it's important, like to me, it's important to be entertaining. Because I'm dyslexic, I have ADHD, I have a learning disability, I am also autistic. And the one thing that happens a lot to me, and it's not on purpose, my attention tends to wander. And I'll look around. Sometimes I'll even look dead at you, like at your soul, but I'm not even actually looking at you. I'm like in space. So I think it's like important to kind of like catch people's attention. And when you are kind of innovative and you're kind of loud and you kind of like give yourself like a nickname. So like that's the way I was going to introduce yourself. This is the house that Sabrina built. Like that's how I was going to do it. Like
oh,
I already came up with a way to do it.
I definitely didn't build the house though. I'm just maintaining the house. The house was gonna collapse if I didn't go in and renovate. So
Well, no,
here I am renovating.
technically it is a new house because everything is different now. Well, not everything is different, but there's a lot of things that are different that are kind of maybe for the better.
Hopefully.
I mean, everyone has a different opinion. This is my first USHICON. Last year, we had other people come on the show that went. And I will tell you what y'all got. USHICON got an 8.75 out of 10.
Yeah, I heard some of the complaints and hopefully improved upon those points.
Well, 8.75 is actually impressive. Actually, that's no one has ever gotten past the 9 with us. San Japan won San Japan last year for 2024 won convention of the year from us. And their score was a 9.
Wow.
They were considered perfect. To remember, that's based on the people that came on the show and reviewed it.
Yes. I feel like USHICON is a much different vibe than San Japan and a lot of other bigger cons. So, it's like I like describing it as a glorified sleepover. Like come over, hang out with the nerds, hang out all day, into the evening or early morning and watch anime and hang out and make friends because USHICON for me personally, the reason why I wanted to keep it going was because I've made so many friends at USHICON because it's so small and it's so nice that you just keep on running into the same few people that you're like, wow, we have a lot in common. Let's chat about, Power Rangers some more or whatever.
We're gonna talk about some really obscure stuff. You're gonna walk. You're gonna see us in a circle, and you're gonna walk up and you're like, "Hey, what are y'all talking about?" And then all you're gonna hear is, "Well, when you poop, you really just want to relax, so it just flows out of you." Sometimes you just gotta have a good poop story. Which, by the way, when you start working out, like that's one thing that I want you to introduce. Like, I'm gonna wait 6 more months before I start applying for working out panels because I'm not quite there yet. At least I don't feel like I've earned it, and I'm not quite there yet, and I'm still in the learning. Even though I do have experience from football, from MMA, I did play soccer and football in high school. I was definitely I was definitely stronger then than I am now, but I'm also a lot older, and I have I have injuries now. But the MMA training and the football training are completely different. One was more for like stamina, endurance. One was more for, since I was a defensive tackle, was power. It's a lot more power. And when it comes to working out, there's different like one thing you'll always like. One thing I've learned while working out and when people ask you questions, is the first whenever you say, "Hey, I'm trying to work out. What do you think I should start doing?" I'm like, "Oh," and the first thing that the first response you'll get is like, "Okay, well, what are you trying to accomplish?" That is always like the first question people. When you ask your question, "How should I start working out?" You'll always get the answer in the form of a question. Well, what are you trying to accomplish? Because it's different for everybody else. Like, I'm not trying to run a marathon, right? I'm trying to pick up a car. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. There's bulking, there's cutting, there are people that just do like, just sprinting. Like I've seen somebody run for 30 minutes straight at full speed, and it's fucking crazy. And I've seen it's different styles, different workouts. The guys with the six pack, they look strong, they're not that strong. Like most of them can probably bench like at most like somewhere between 225 and 315. Where your power builders with the guys with like some of those guys have beer, like they have guts. That guy's benching like 400 to 600 pounds, and that's the bench, not squatting. So it's very important, like that I kind of get to the level that I want to be when I start hosting those kind of panels. But next year, USHICON, definitely. All right, so I'm gonna call it. So you want to get off the couch 101?
Oh, get off the couch now?
No, no. No, it's a working out panel. I was making a joke
Oh.
saying, "Oh, I'm gonna call it."
Oh,
It's so you want to get off the couch 101?
I'm sitting on the couch, so I got really confused.
No, see, so we're looking at the panel schedule. So this is the schedule for Friday. Then we have Saturday. We have VO Spotlight, Anime Jeopardy. Okay, so Anime Jeopardy and Pub Trivia. Okay, that's where I mixed them up. Okay, I'm so bad with names. So Hisashi, how do you say his name? Kagawa.
Yeah.
Yes, Kagawa.
Kogawa-san.
Mr. Kagawa. Pokemon Quiz Bowl. What is that? Like a bowl of questions?
It's
Oh,
because it's like the Super Bowl. It's a quiz show.
no, it's a format for a questionnaire. So in high school and in colleges, they do something called Quiz Bowl, which is a type of formatted questions where people are saying questions. It's like Jeopardy, but more complicated, and you have buzzards
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's like that. Kind of like Family Feud. That's the best way to describe it.
Okay.
Kind of.
You have your Ita Bags 101.
Ita bags.
Oh, Ita.
Ita bags.
Ita.
Mhm.
What is that?
Ita means pain in Japanese because it cost a lot of people money to fill their bags with their swag of their favorite thing. So their favorite waifu, their favorite husbando, or just, pins, buttons, etc. It's the bags that have the clear spot so you can see through the bag on the front side, and it'll have a bunch of buttons or pins to show off. Do you have your Whataburger bag? I can give you an example if you'd like.
Yeah, that'd be great. You said Whataburger. I instantly got hungry. I was like, oh, food. Poor.
So this is Desiree's Ita bag.
Okay. Let me stop sharing for it so we can see it better. Yes.
Okay.
Wait. Wacko, did you get a haircut?
No, it's just up.
Okay. Like you got a fresh cut?
It's a mess.
All right. No, yeah, that's okay. That actually helps give me a better idea because I feel so damn stupid whenever I don't know
Nope.
what half the stuff
It's
is.
like we see those at the con. There's a lot of those at conventions.
I've
sell
seen
them-
them, but I never knew what they were called.
Ita bags.
Ita bags. I feel enlightened. I feel educated. I feel not ignorant.
Here to spread the good word.
That's right. You're doing the Lord's work. Then we have the USHICON cosplay showcase. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is a showcase, not a cosplay competition. That's right. If you just want to show up because you're wearing a box that says Gundam across it, because you're feeling pretty, you may join the show.
It's
And,
a
what?
it's a beautiful chance to show off and just be like, "Hey, look, I came to USHICON. No matter what you're wearing, we're here to just have fun and clap at each other. Like, good job. Like, whether you bought the costume or you spent hours making it, we're here to compliment you."
That's right. So you want to go on stage, turn around, bend over, and spread your butt cheeks so people can get a picture.
No, that's not what we do.
I know it's a joke. It's a joke because Eddie Hall was like teaching this girl on his Eddie Hall is a bodybuilder, and he was teaching this girl how to pose for, like, because people that work out pose, and he's teaching her how to do the pose, and she's like laughing and slapping him at the same time. Nobody watches the same videos as me. My entire algorithm is nothing but like
It kind of shows a lot. It's like you're trying to explain. It's like when you're like explaining something that you're dedicated to people, and they would have like no clue what you're talking about.
yes. It's crazy, and we're gonna get back, but now that I've started doing this, and it's been almost 6 months, I'm actually 21 days away from 6 months, which isn't like people don't realize. It is an accomplishment. I don't feel like it is. I feel like it's just another month, another week, another day. But like, I'm not gonna slow down. I'm gonna keep going. But I kind of feel like the people that gave me shit for like my weight and stuff like that are now giving me shit for like now it's not okay. Well, we were giving you shit because you were like completely like obese and stuff, and now you're just giving me shit because all I do is like work out and I'm trying to like build muscle and like make up your mind, guys. Make up your mind. But moving on. So, and then it's the main event, a tradition for USHICON, a tradition that's gone, that's been passed down by our forefathers for generations since the first dinosaur walked the earth. Pub trivia.
It's our main event, and it's the biggest draw of USHICON. It's the reason why I say people should get hotel rooms. Even if it's only for Saturday night. Pub trivia has been a huge tradition of USHICON, and even in years that we haven't had a full 3-day convention, we've still had a pub trivia. We had a pub trivia in San Antonio once, and we like to try to have other small events, maybe in the future this coming year.
I say stay Friday night because yours is going to be hosting karaoke. And you know how I do karaoke? We always throw in a bone to everybody. We have the bad bitch round where we have all the girls that consider themselves bad bees, all or not just girls, anyone that considers themselves a bad bitch to come on stage and sing Bad Romance. And it's really good because were you there when we had the entire like half the panel room come on stage for Kawacon and they sang Bad Romance?
No, I wasn't there.
Damn it. I think I was there. I think it was by myself.
I was at the table advertising USHICON.
That's right. I was there too. I was there as Macho Man. I was like, hey, come to Kawacon. Come hang out with the Macho. Come hang out with the Macho Man. And then people were like, hell yeah. Like, oh, it's an 18. The kid's like, the dad was with his kids and he's like, yeah, let's check it out. And the kid's like, Dad, it's 18 plus. Well, he's like, well, I'm going to go. Y'all can stay home.
I always, if you can afford a babysitter or you have someone who can babysit, I always say USHICON's such a great time for parents. A good getaway from all the children.
So, just to kind of answer that question, yes, USHICON is this weekend, February 7th through the 9th, in Austin, Texas, at the Wyndham Garden Hotel. There's a zip code. It's an 18 and up convention, even though it is not a smut con. It is still adults only. Woo! But let's see what we got. So we're looking at the schedule for the main event. So we have, and then Sunday we have anime Name That Tune, Mr. Kagawa again, the Macross franchise, and closing ceremonies. Panel room 1. Oh, there it is. It's Morphin Time, the lore Power Rangers. That one is at 10 in the morning. The Untold Hidden Side of Cosplay Contest. Who's running that? I wonder who's running that. I don't think it's somebody I know.
Thanks. I don't know. I don't think so.
Does it have like a? Oh, there it goes. In this panel, we discuss how cosplay contests at conventions work from the perspective of contestants, judging staff, and contest directors. A cosplay contest at many conventions is a lot more than just a contest, and the success of the contest is dependent on many factors that are not seen externally by a convention attendee. We will also discuss some other approaches, alternatives to cosplay contests that conventions have implemented. Look, mine's so short. Cause I thought there was I thought y'all had like a character count. Like, okay, I have to keep it short because a lot of conventions have like a limit on like how many characters they can have on the guide. Join us as we go over as much about the lore and history of Power Rangers from the movie, show, and comics. Felt like I got lazy with that one. I think I did that one in a hurry.
That's okay. You probably did. I know there's a limit, but ours is pretty big because we need enough space to put in anime for the viewing rooms. We want to put descriptions for the anime.
I think mine were shortened.
I was having trouble putting stuff in personally, but I also don't work on a computer every day, so I always have trouble with a computer.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, I was like, okay, maybe I wasn't lazy. Maybe it was just shortened, which is fine. I'm okay with that. So it's over 9,000. A Dragon Ball panel, which is Saturday at 4 p.m. And we have Terrible Fan Fiction, which we will be going one-on-one with the great one. The people we will be going on with pub trivia. We are like we're like John Cena or Cody Rhodes, and they're like The Rock, the final boss. I do like the schedule. There is a view. No, I think they do have a viewing room. Oh, they do. Video one.
We have two. We have two viewing rooms. One a little more fancier than the other. So hopefully everyone really enjoys video room 1.
My Hero Academia, Saturday morning cartoons. I will say this: the first time, so we went to a Saturday morning cartoon at USHICON, and they had it in one of the hotel rooms, like where they did karaoke back in the day, and they showed us a Fonzie cartoon.
Hey.
And he threatened to punch a T-Rex in the face. Like, hey, I'm going to give you, he's like, I'm going to give you a knuckle sandwich. And it was like a big old purple T-Rex. So I'm like, oh, this is where Barney worked before he got a job working with kids. Did Sabrina freeze?
No, I didn't freeze.
Oh,
Someone was asking me. Hello?
No, yeah, you did freeze. No, we can still hear you, but you're like,
Your
you froze
picture's
because you're
frozen.
completely, your picture's frozen. It's fine. So to kind of, Sabrina kind of, oh, look, Gundam Wing. One of the worst. That is one of my favorite animes of all time, but I have to admit, is one of the worst anime of all time. Is legitimately an anime where a boy, if you take out the mechs, it's where a boy band overthrows the government.
So basically, it's like you like, but people don't.
It's like Linkin Park, but not Linkin Park, not shittier Linkin Park. Okay, My Chemical Romance. Ooh, I know I pissed somebody off. Like Fallout Boy. Oh no, but it's like a boy band comes together and overthrows the government.
Big Time Rush.
Oh, Big Time Rush.
Still not as crazy as Casper in Space or Chuck Norris Karate Commando. Did everyone get a cartoon in the 80s and 90s?
I mean, they gave a show to Police Academy.
They gave a cartoon to Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
RoboCop. Did they give one to Terminator?
No.
Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
But Inspector Gadget's like 70s, isn't it?
No, that was 80s.
That was 80s.
Mm-hmm.
New Kids on the Block.
Gundam Wing is pretty boys with problems. Yep. Who are all in love with each other. You have to look at the way they stare into each other's eyes. So I wish a hill I would die on got approved, but it didn't get approved. But I'm definitely ready for this weekend. I'm ready to see how everything is run. It's gonna be great, guys. If you haven't gotten a chance already, if you haven't made plans to go to USHICON, make sure you get the address at ushicon.com. We're gonna go ahead and post that in the we're gonna post that right now in our chat, so y'all can have that.
There's no more pre-registration, but you can still buy tickets for the same price of $50 at the door.
There you go. So there you go. So don't be disappointed if you see it on the web, if you don't see it on the website, but it will be available at the door.
That's right. You can buy tickets at the door and come see the one, the only King Mexico himself, the Aztec Emperor. I may bless you with chaos. But so how long have you been running? So we know we talked to you last year, but for the people that are new to the channel, because our audience has definitely grown from last year.
Of course. And I'm happy that your audience has grown.
Yeah.
I've been running USHICON for 3 years now. I started my first event at a small hotel in San Marcos, and it was a one-day event, like, what was it, 14 hours or so? And it was in San Marcos, but it was only Saturday. We did have a small pub trivia and small events, but it was only about 100 people who showed up. And then I did my first 3-day convention I ran my first 3-day convention last year, and this is going to be my second time running a full 3-day convention.
Is it, for the people wondering, is it difficult running a convention?
Yes. Extremely difficult. Maybe it's the stress or what, but I work a full-time job. I work overtime. I work construction and long hours. And on top of that, I have to go to conventions. I have to take time off to go to all these different other conventions that aren't mine to go try to advertise my convention. On top of which, trying to organize everybody and get everybody talking to each other and people asking questions constantly.
We do have some comments from Enemy Tyler, Texas as well, that wanted to add stress, drama, hurting cats.
I think we did mention this in a previous show. Someone asked that same question, like, "Oh, I want to run a convention myself. What does it take?" And a lot of factors. Not just the ones mentioned here, but also you have to really. You can't just phone it in. That's the best way I can say it.
Yeah, you can't just decide to throw a convention, and then disappear and leave everyone high and dry over the weekend, or bullshit around and party. It's a lot of work. People, and here's the thing, and I know I was taking shots at last week when we talked about that, and we're gonna address that a little later on in the show, because it's crazy the amount of attention that we get, because we talk about these things, but people, there are people out there that want to be voice actors. They want to do voice, they want to do anime, and it's not easy. And what does that, you're probably wondering, well, what does that have to do with conventions? Well, I'm gonna get there. All these dream jobs, for instance, professional wrestling, right? You watch professional wrestling on TV, it looks great, it looks fun, it looks amazing, big crowds, the fireworks, the championships, the money. But there's a lot of work that goes into it. There's a lot of training that goes into it. There's a lot of doing commitments, obligations. a lot of training, a lot of working out, and like running a convention is like no
joke.
different. There's a lot of work, a lot of commitments, like doing media calls, like promoting, advertising, talking to people, getting the staff together, getting volunteers together. You can't if you're going to feed your staff and your volunteers, what are you going to feed them? You're not just going to get like one single churro and pull an anime matsuri. All right, everyone lick it and pass it, lick it and pass it. All right, this side doesn't have any salt. Let me turn it around. And so, not salt, sugar, but you get the point, right? Like it's not easy. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of, you have to be committed to the show, and you have to be willing to put on the best show that you possibly can. Now, are there a lot of roadblocks, speed bumps, detours? Yes. No show runs perfect, right? Every show has something here or there that happens, or whatever the case, whether it's big or small. For some conventions, it's minor shit. For other conventions, it's something that could drastically change the entire show. Like, for instance, Kawacon, the speakers blew up during the karaoke. So there were two karaokes. There was the official like karaoke that we were a part of, that we ran for them, and there was another. I don't know if you saw it, Sonic, but it was like they've run this karaoke before. They run it like they spin a wheel, and whatever the wheel lands on, that's how you have to sing your song. Like into a character voice and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like the best way to describe it is kind of like
it's called karaoke roulette.
Yeah, basically, yeah, karaoke roulette.
Yeah, I was wondering what it's called. Was it called karaoke roulette? It's very gimmicky. So like the speakers blew up during that panel, so they took the speakers out of karaoke for another panel, and like that's just an example of like shit just happening and going bad, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure Anime Tyler has had experiences with that. I know Sabrina, you've probably had experiences, not the speaker per se, but like things that happened at the con that weren't supposed to happen, so you had to kind of, all right, well, that didn't go as planned, we're going to go with plan B now.
I've had to de-escalate situations because, USHICON is full of adults that really enjoy USHICON. So it's really interesting being put into a sudden situation where you're being called not just on the phone, but the radio and your other half's phone saying, hey, there's an emergency situation. We have to take care of it now. So you got to really be on your feet. And unfortunately, last year I was also wheeling myself around half the time because I had a procedure done on my foot. So I was con chairing a chair. So, I was trying to get everywhere as quickly as I could.
We have another comment from One Up. Seed money. Don't expect the attendee vendors to pay for all of it. You will need to have something coming in. Most shows fail for that reason. Yeah, I think a lot of shows depend too much on like okay, we're gonna have the whatever we get for vendors, that's how we're gonna pay for the con, or that's how we're gonna pay for the guests, right? And so like, okay, we're gonna be able to pay off the ticket sales and stuff like that. 18 plus cons tend to have more drinking. Yes, so 18 plus conventions can be a tad bit more, like, you would think that an adult environment would be a much more mature, more stable environment, because there are no children in the area, or at least there shouldn't be, right?
I can't help who stays at the hotel. Unfortunately, the hotel is a free business, and they can allow anybody to book at their hotel, including families with children. But there should be no children in the convention areas. So my biggest thing to tell people that if they don't want children at the convention is like, book a room. If we fill the whole hotel, there's no way a child could be, if someone came for like a random room night or whatever, passing through Austin or passing through wherever, the hotel's full, they'll have to find somewhere else to be. But that's just, me talking.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, but I can't control who the hotel lets into their establishment because it's their business.
Right, and that's where like the whole like for the most part like but as far as the convention goes, like
It's only us adults.
right, and so like the hotel's different, right, guys? We can't because like not to take shots because I know I'm already like on their shit list, but honestly, to be honest, I think we kind of squashed that. We kind of squashed that beef. Yes, Geek Credit kind of brought it up. TsumiCon had that problem. They weren't really prepared. They weren't fully equipped to deal with the children staying at the hotel issue. And so, like, there are going to be children at the hotel. That's why I say, for the most part, everyone should be an adult when it comes to the convention. Sometimes there are children that are staying at the convention, not the convention itself, but the hotel that the convention is a part of. And like the hotel is not going to be like, well, we're not going to book anyone with children because first off, they don't they want money, right? Like, at the end of the day, money talks, bullshit walks. I don't know when was the last time somebody heard that saying, but uh yeah, I mean, if I have to book my space to families with children, I'm going to do that because on average, families do tend to spend more money than a single cosplayer in a skimp, in cosplay, just regular cosplay. Like, well, but you're part of the con, right? So you're there for the con. You have other people that are there, just kind of there. So, with 18 plus conventions, though, they tend to get a little bit crazier because there is the lack of underage individuals that are under the age of 18. Everyone should be 18, to drink at the convention. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, you must be 21 and up. 21 up to drink, have your ID, especially nowadays with everything that's going on in the world. We don't talk about politics, but I will say this: always carry your identification with you at all times. Make responsible decisions. And when it comes to drinking, drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Don't do anything that will get you in trouble. Book a room, party with Mexico, have a good time.
Yes, thank you for that. So I think there was only one child situation last year because there was a room booked on the other side because we were in a big convention center last year. And so one of our spaces was given to another group who was paying money to rent that space Friday night. And because they had rented the space, some child had to walk through our convention area to get through to the area at the end looking for their parents. But the situation was resolved, and that was the only issue that I heard of.
I mean, that's out of your control, though. That's something that you can't. That's something actually that's more on the venue more than you, if anything.
Yeah.
But yes, like we brought it up before, and one up kind of put it in perspective. You tend to just control the event space you are paying for.
Yes.
You are not the conventions themselves are not responsible for the areas that they are not like renting, right? So the convention can do whatever they want. They can rent it to a wedding if they wanted to, and weddings have children. So there's that. But for the most part, it is the convention itself is 18 plus. Got to be 18 and up. Have ID at the door. If you don't have an identification, please have your passport or any kind of government issued paperwork. Remember, a library card, a YMCA membership, or your high school ID are not valid. We are in Texas. Everyone should have an identification anyway with everything that's going on. But so the convention officially starts at 11 this Friday. It'll end at 3 in the afternoon on Sunday. I mean, honestly, though, you're the con chair. You're probably going to be running around. You're probably going to be like stressed for like the most part of every, not to like bring the situation down or like make light of it. Let's be realistic here. You're probably going to be a little stressed like at least the first half of the day.
I was stressed the entire time last time, so I'm really happy if everybody enjoyed the con last time because the con was like not great for me. But if everybody else enjoyed it, that's what matters.
Hey,
If,
but
if
you got us now. If you need someone to like, if you need to take a breather, you need a potty break. You if you just want to, I know you don't smoke, but if you want to take a smoke break, smoke break, because I know you don't smoke. Uh, yeah, just like, all right, you have a fully capable staff. We're there. We will help out anyway. And Mr. Rain, one of my Geeks Fiber members, Mr. Rain, actually told me to tell you that whatever you need, he wants to help the convention as well.
that's wonderful to hear. Thank you.
Like, because I wasn't gonna just run sound by myself. Like, so we're definitely gonna we were gonna do it in shifts anyway. So because especially if I'm gonna help if I was gonna co-host the cosplay showcase, somebody's got to maintain the audio mixer. So and but so we will help do whatever we need to. Uh, I've done everything for cons. I was a cosplay contest coordinator for y'all's con. I'm doing the audio equipment. I've worked with security. I've done all kinds of different things for different conventions. So I have the experience. I just don't really like working for conventions because the last convention I worked with, it was kind of bad for me. I still work with the convention, just not as staff. And
Of course.
the convention is amazing, by the way, just so because the people that are probably watching know who I'm talking about. But no, I love that convention. I love the con chair. We work with them every year. They're amazing. It's just that some of their staff, who, by the way, like 90% of them are no longer there, that made my life a living hell because they absolutely hate my guts. They're gone now. For one, most of them a couple of them were bad people. They were just creeps. They were not I would not want them around my kid. And so yeah, I mean, I do enjoy working for that con. This is the first time since 2011, so 14 years, roughly, more or less, that I'm actually going to be doing a staff position job with a convention.
Well, thank you for stepping up and helping me because it means a lot to me not having to run around trying to fix every single thing. If I could be like, oh yeah, um, Captain Mexico, yeah, go bother him. He can help maybe turn the speaker back on, or maybe we can get another speaker out. Let's ask him.
Right. And because so what made me like do it, because we were at one of the conventions and they're like, oh, can you adjust the microphone volume? I'm like, you mean the volume? Yeah, I turned the volume up. I can turn it up. Yeah, but I have the microphone's like really close to my face. Like, can you just turn up the microphone volume up? Like, you mean the gain? You want me to turn the gain up? I can. It's not. I'm like, God damn it. There's no such thing as microphone volume. I'm like, you mean the gain? You want me to turn up the gain? Okay, I can do that. So I was like, God damn it. And then like that wasn't the first time I heard that, but then I heard it at a different con, and then I heard it at a different con. I was like, you know what? Some bullshit. And so when you asked me if I could help, I was like, yes, I will do it. It's like the last thing I need is somebody's like, hey, can you adjust the microphone volume? I will like shit a chicken. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to helping. It's not a very hard job. The thing is, it's just constant maintenance because at some point someone's gonna kick one of the cables. Someone
Makes
will
sense.
kick or trip over a cable. And the thing about audio equipment is that you have to check everything, like every cable one at a time. And it's such a pain in the ass. And so that's why it takes so long to set up audio. That's why we do setting up audio and then doing a sound check are completely different. Like when we do the sound check Friday morning, is it because some people have low tones and some people have higher tones? Like some people can have the microphone right next to their face and some people have it like away from their face. So you kind of have to adjust the gain levels and the volume of the output of the device going into the master volume. So there's like a lot of that goes into it. So I'm just trying to like accommodate like who's going to need like more volume and who's going to need this and that. Pour water on the board. Yes. Rock Hammerfist 1 year. When we were doing the Dark Side of the Community podcast, spilled alcohol on my $1,600 laptop and I was pissed. I was that was an interesting episode. Please remember to eat. I ran shows all over the US and eating food and drinking water, not energy drinks, is a must. This is true. I will need lots and lots of water this weekend. So hopefully the water stations is hopefully there's water stations. Do you know anything about if there is any?
There should be a water station in main events, a water station in the lobby, and then for volunteers and staff, the snack room should be open and available.
All right, good. I'm probably gonna have to bring some extra snacks because I am a fat ass and I will eat a lot.
I did pick up some protein bars from Sam's already.
Good. Excellent. So so you are like we were talking before we got into the whole staff thing. You're gonna be stressed out, but still, I mean, it's the convention. You're allowed to have some fun. Is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to that you want to check out or attend or at least experience?
So, at the last minute, me and some of the members were talking in the USHICON Discord, and we're going to try to have like a tea time. And I'm like really looking forward to this because I'm bringing expensive tea, and some other members are bringing really expensive tea that I've never tried before. So I really hope that I have enough time to like have tea in the lobby with everybody.
I'm
So that,
so glad you clarified all of that was because I haven't been in the Discord all day today. Like, so our Discord blew up today
Mm.
because some of the people, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would like to get exclusive behind the stage information we won't share with you or the general public at all unless you're on our Discord, join our Discord today. Some of the people that have even more information of the Light House Matsuri incident that we talked about last week have joined the Discord, and they have shed some light on at least their point of views on what happened. And trust me, the tea is there, the tea is real, and the tea is it's still hot and it's not cooling down anytime soon. So when you said tea,
no, I can show you. I actually have an electric kettle over here, and I'm bringing like a 1940s Chinese teapot. So, real drinking tea. Let me grab the teapot.
okay, now hold on, give me 1 second.
Tea.
Okay, I see the picture of you buying the cookie crisp and the boxes of cereal. We don't have another staff meeting, do we?
Nope.
Okay.
It'll be a lot of talking on Thursday, though, so it's going to be interesting.
Well, I did talk to Frank. I know this is kind of like breaking the fourth wall here, but I did talk to Franco today. We were talking about like running Power Rangers together. By the way, the name of the cat is Luffy. For those of you that didn't read the comment section, but I did talk to Franco. He's like, "Hey, so I heard you need my help running Power Rangers." I'm like, "Yeah, let's. We're gonna talk. Let's go over what we're gonna talk about Power Rangers at the con." And like, I'll be there Thursday night. He's like, "I'll be there Thursday." And I'm like, "Oh, slumber party!" And then he just started laughing his ass off. So we're gonna all wear our we're gonna wear our onesie PJs and have a slumber party Thursday, and then come on, like
Interesting.
everyone that's there Thursday should wear PJs.
I always liked the tradition of Kigu Sunday, so I usually wear my pajamas on Sunday. But I mean, if I'm on the con floor, before, what was it, 10 a.m., I was wearing my pajamas down last year. So
I'll wear my PJs. I don't really have PJs. I have Dragon Ball Z pajama pants, so probably wear that.
beautiful.
Right now, I'm still going through my sleeveless shirt phase. But yeah, no, I'm definitely so Franco and me will be running Power Rangers on Sunday. It'll be a cool panel. We don't have anything to give away. Pillow fight, yes, there will be a pillow fight. We will live stream it. Check it out only on the OnlyFans. But yeah, no, this if you are going to check out USHICON this coming weekend, let us know in the comment section before. Let us know if you're going to go and what panels you're looking forward to. Of course, yours truly's panels are going to be there, showcased live in person, and depending on what happens, it could be a great weekend, or we could have like a live action episode of Cops in the parking lot, not affiliated with the convention. But I mean, you okay? Besides, okay, you got the tea time. What else? Is there anything else you're looking forward to this weekend?
Okay. I have returned.
I just hope pub trivia isn't as stressful as it was last year, because that was my first time helping out with pub trivia, but I think it should go smoother this year. But
So,
I don't try to commit to anything because I know I'm going to be running around. Oh, I know that we are having our traditional panel, me and Dewacko over here. We're doing Anime Name That Tune, and I'm putting that on 10 a.m. Sunday morning. So it's always fun to stump people who are really good at that game.
yeah, we're gonna get World Star. Yeah, me, you and me, Deacon, World Star. We're gonna fight about John Cena.
World Star.
Okay, so I gotta ask you now, because I want this in front of everybody. Are you going to sing a karaoke, the opening song?
Absolutely, I'll sing at karaoke.
Okay. Are you and the Wacko gonna do a duet, or is it gonna just be you?
I can sing. You already know that I can sing.
Desiree loves singing, so
Okay. So we always do, like, we always have somebody like from the con or one of the Geeks Fiber staff members like sing the opening song, because it gives everyone a chance to sign up. It sets the tone. And we'll find out how the internet situation is there. We're gonna, once again, for those of you wondering how YouTube is gonna work, are we using? I mean, not YouTube. I'm sorry, karaoke. Karaoke is gonna be done on YouTube. That's right. We got the YouTube Premium. We pay the big bucks, so we don't have the commercials or the ads or the telegrams or
the ads were so enjoyable at Kawa, though.
we made them part of the show. Like, but this time around, next year, I'm already thinking about USHICON 2026.
We haven't even got through this year, so slow your roll. You're gonna stress me out future wise, and I'm not even ready for future wise.
I gotta be innovative. Like, I'm telling you, like, the way I envision karaoke is more of a concert. Like, I know it's a whole year from now, but like the stuff that I want to buy to make this happen, I need to start buying it now because it's all so expensive. but like I have like this and it's not just like for USHICON, right? Like this vision, I want to have it ready by Delta, and Delta's in July. So Delta is like our big karaoke, and especially we can't talk about it just yet because we don't have anything concrete on paper finalized. We don't have anything, but we might be hosting karaoke for other conventions. We just can't say for sure if that's the case or not, or what who the conventions are. But Geeks 5 Ever is definitely traveling this year. We went to Cowacon. Next is USHICON, AweCon, Tyler, Texas, Comic Palooza, Delta HCon, BlackCon, Colossal, Japan, OniCon, Anime Texas, Ecchi Expo Dallas, and Ecchi Expo San Marcos. I hate that stupid voice. But we have so much going on, and plus that's not to mention the conventions that Sonic's going to. Sonic Expo, he does the Sonic Expo, the Sonic, I mean the Sonic Symphony is not every year, right?
I have no idea. I don't know if they're even gonna, we don't know. It's just a concert, so yeah, there's a lot of conventions. I know Anime Verse is happening next weekend. Yeah, next weekend.
I'm still trying to recover financially. Like I haven't worked in a month. I went back today.
Is Baka happening for sure?
So
I didn't see any dates.
well, it's because so many conventions changed their dates to like June, July, and August. I think they're changing their dates too. So some conventions haven't announced their dates yet. Anime Texas did announce that they are happening for sure this year. They just haven't announced their dates because the smaller conventions have to try to get away from the bigger conventions.
Yeah.
No, we are going to DreamCon. It's just that we're not doing content for them. No, I'm going to DreamCon. I am going to DreamCon. I don't like I don't have an in on the con or any kind of like any way to get in there, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go as the Macho Man, and I'm just gonna like make TikToks and stuff like. But we are going. We're just like the conventions we listed. We have some kind of like deal. Like we're press. We're doing panels. We're doing karaoke, or somebody just kind of threw me a bone and gave me a free badge. Wait. No, wait. Why'd you say, oh darn? Like, do you want us to go to drink?
I wanted to see through y'all's eyes.
Oh, the DreamCon? Yeah. So we're not doing content, but I will be there making content. So, like, don't worry. We'll do something at DreamCon for sure. We might make some TikToks and we might start we might give away some stickers, maybe some trinkets, maybe a couple t-shirts. We'll see. We'll see how my taxes come back. I might be able to afford, depending on how much I get back on my taxes, I can afford a $1 menu burger, or I can get the large at Whataburger with fries and a drink. Yeah, no. So we'll see. I'll see you at DreamCon. I'm going to DreamCon. I will be at DreamCon. Finally, a convention that we can be. That like I like Comic Palooza. I'm happy with Comic Palooza, but DreamCon, I'm glad they are doing it at the Georgia Brown Convention Center. Anime Matsuri no longer has their stranglehold on that convention center. Finally, DreamCon is the hero that we need, and the hero that we wanted, and the hero that we needed. And it's like, I think everyone should go to DreamCon and check it out. It's an amazing convention. Remember, it's like I said, we'll definitely be there. I just didn't have it on my list as of conventions that we're doing content for. Also, keep in mind that our list is not finalized. There are conventions that will be added, and there will be conventions that will come off the list, like IkiCon 2026. We have that on our scopes. OniCon may or may not happen. Who knows? Ecchi Expo may not or may not happen. Anime Texas. I won't be at DreamCon, unfortunately, so I need to hear about it from the trusted. We will live stream everything. How about this? We will live stream it, like our experience there. Oh, what's up? I was wondering who you were. No, I'll live stream it. Oh, wait. Welcome back, Didi. Didi is one of our original followers who kind of went away for a while, and now they're back. But, like, yes, Onicon is still around. Onicon is recovering. And we don't know what's the status right now of A-Fest, but we'll learn as the year progresses. Don't forget there are wrestling conventions. It's not just anime and Comic-Cons we want to go to. We want to do tattoo shows, tattoo expos. We want to do other types of conventions. Like we want to expand our horizon, right? Because it's not just anime. We're not an anime channel. We are a geek channel. And that's the thing that people don't realize. You can be a geek over anything. It doesn't have to be specifically comics or anime. It can be anything, really. You can like tattoos. Like the geek culture has such a a hold of the tattoo community. Like a lot of tattoos. Like I want to say a large, maybe 25% of tattoos being done nowadays are now like anime and comics book stuff. So I definitely want to do horror conventions, tattoo expos, car shows. We might do other shows. But we're gonna do like family, like when it comes to like we're not gonna do any of the adult shows, like the OnlyFans ones. We're not doing those. Like we're gonna stay away from those.
You mean like those porn ones and all that?
Yeah, but isn't there one specifically for like OnlyFans?
No, but I've heard of one dedicated to like I think it's called Capcom. That's what it's called, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be like dedicated to like let me check because I don't know. Fuck it, I'm gonna check. It's like let's see. Hold on, let me check. Oh, never mind. It's something else.
I know there are some weightlifting shows.
Yeah, there's like shows dedicated to like certain things, like weightlifting, monster trucks, car shows, reptile shows. You've seen those like ads all over the place. Furry cons, horror cons. There's like that too.
Right. So I personally am not going to do furry conventions, but we will probably bring in a new member to the Geeks Fiber podcast. To kind of help us out and cover those, because we can't. It's a lot of conventions, guys. Like we technically lose money every time we go to one. So
Me too.
yes,
Having Comic-Con back to back to IkiCon, I only worked 24 hours and then I worked another 24 hours because I had to be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, shit. Yeah. I haven't worked all month, so like I don't really have like I sold some of I sold some stuff. I sold oh, by the way, there is an USHICON for those of you that are gonna go. Speaking of selling your shit, at USHICON there is a swap meet on Saturday. It is in maybe not. Maybe it's
Swap meet is every day.
The swap meets every day?
Yes, they have. It's not the whole day, but they have block hours every day. So every day it's at a different time, or it overlaps some of the same time. But that's so people can get the chance if they're busy or doing other stuff. Or they're only coming Saturday and not Friday, that they have a chance to swap with other people.
Okay, here it is, because it was under special. So Friday the swap meet is from 5 to 7. Saturday it's from 3 to 5:30. And then on Sunday, it's from 11:30 to 1:30. So I will be there hawking all my shit that I don't want to get more shit that I don't need that I want. So I have, and there's a funny story to it. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Oops.
All right, I'm back. So I have this that I'm gonna trade, an AEW CM Punk figure. I already traded one with Sonic.
Yeah.
They had these at
At a certain store.
a certain store that will go unnamed
Mhm.
because they're assholes now. But
Yeah, I got one too.
yeah, like they had like 7 of them for sale, and some dickhead grabbed all 7. But like, look, this is probably bad, and probably people are gonna say some bad things about me. That's fine. First off, the guy shouldn't have grabbed all 7. And he was a reseller anyway because he was grabbing all the toys. He grabbed a bunch of the anime figures. He grabbed some of the Dragon Ball figures,
Mhm.
the Mario, the Nintendo stuff, Sonic stuff. He had a bunch. He had a cart full of stuff. But he also had his kids, and his kid like ran off, like sprinted somewhere. I don't know where. So the guy left, and I grabbed like 2 of the figures. And there wasn't a line for the register, so I grabbed 2 figures and like dashed towards the register. It's just like kind of threw like a 20 at the lane. I don't need to change. I didn't do all that. But I paid for them. I grabbed them. I paid for them. I was like, all right, I'm out. I was able to get 2.
Does the store rhyme with boss?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it does. It rhymes with boss, and that's basically all we could say.
Yes.
But yeah, because and then I'm reading the comment section here. Swap meets are becoming more popular at cons lately. Yeah, there's a lot of people who don't usually get stuff at the dealers. They would actually better off just waiting for the swap meet. There's people I know at Anime Frontier. They did one on the Sunday of Frontier, and they did a swap meet. And actually, I found more stuff there than I did on at the actual dealers. I remember we went to Colossal Con, Texas last year. They did an otaku flea market, and honestly, that was better than the dealers. Had like more better stuff.
I could always trade this. I got this. I found this at a pawn shop.
An SNES classic.
The original, not the bootleg.
Yeah, it's an actual one.
Yes, sir. It was expensive though. They knew what they were selling. Like, we know what we have.
Yeah, we're not dumb. We get it. We know what we're doing.
That's right. I was like, bitch. All right, but so you got the pub trivia, you got the team meet. So it looks like you're gonna have a very busy weekend, a very fun weekend, hopefully.
I hope so. I hope it goes smoothly and everybody enjoys it.
Don't worry, we'll make sure that all Geeks Forever shenanigans are relegated to the parking lot of your nearest Waffle House. That's right. For all ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all Geeks Forever fights of the night will be in the Waffle House parking lot. Your opening bout, scheduled for 3 rounds. Deacon John Cena Rap versus King Emperor Azteca Mexico. He's gonna catch these hands. I wish Deacon Rat was going. But I want to give
an hour away.
Yeah. I do want to give a quick shout out to our peoples at One Up Studios and Definitive Studios and Anime Tyler. It's always a pleasure to have you guys come in here and share your insights. They definitely have a lot of insight. Geek Trivia, one of our fellow panelists. Our Discord is growing. So if you haven't had the opportunity to join our Discord and be a part of the growing community that is the voice of the voiceless,
we actually counted. We actually have over 130 members in our Discord. And I want to give a note to the people who are watching this from our Discord. Some of you did not read the rules, and it's showing. And if you don't read the rules, we would kick you out. I don't want to sound mean, but some of you guys aren't reading the rules, even though you guys aren't doing anything. But you should please read the rules, and please do what the rule said.
Remember,
especially in the last part, you should read it and do what that it says.
It's like, hey, Be chill or it's yeet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeet, 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 yeet.
Yeah. So yeah, but anyway, yes, please join our Discord, and I just want to, for me, just try to be more clean about it. When you get there, go under the rules and just click agree, and you're good. But again,
Then-
we have 130 members. Only 30 of them have clicked agree. So the other 100, you better start clicking that.
well, also a lot of our members that are in there are no longer active. They haven't posted
Yeah,
or
some of them haven't active in years. I think we should. I don't know. I don't know if we'll figure that out.
it's kind of hard to tell who is inactive and because some people just flat out don't use Discord anymore.
Yeah, some don't. Which I think I don't know. I personally was not into Discord, but then I got into Discord, and there you go.
I use Teams and Discord are kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, Telegram. Everyone use Telegram.
Yeah, I've never gotten to use Telegram, but with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Thank you for joining us,
USHICON.
USHICON, Sabrina from USHICON, sharing with us the insights, the what's going down. It's going down like the club. We gonna be stomping through USHICON like we stomped through the club. Now, remember to follow the rules and regulations of USHICON. Remember, cosplay does not equal consent. Drinking, you must be 21 and up to drink. Please do not drive. Please drink responsibly. Please carry identification with you at all times, including at the event, because you are required to have some form of government ID, whether it's a passport, identification, or driver's license. Or even, like a little paper that issued by the government that says, hey, it has just a thumbs up on it, but it's signed by like a government official. Like, he's good. He good. Remember, drink water, hydrate. A light beer is not water. Remember, drink plenty of water. Gatorade is also good. Pedialyte. Take breaks. Eat food. Sugar packets and Pocky are not food.
Food.
Substance.
No. Just have like an apple or something.
Also, spend your money responsibly. I know I shouldn't be telling you how to live your life, but if you need money to eat, and you only have $500, you probably should not buy that $600 waifu figure.
Yeah, it'll still be there, but your body won't be. You know what I mean? It's like that thing where it's like, oh, it'll still be there when it's there tomorrow, but
there's like to kind of help Sonic a little bit. There's probably multiple. Like when it comes to that figure, they probably have more than one in stock, but you only get one life.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. USHICON, remember, hopefully we see you guys there. Go ahead and do you have anything you want to plug in, Sabrina, before we go ahead and wrap up?
No, we do have Discord if you want to chat on there. I know that for a lot of people who can't hear during pub trivia, we post all our questions on our Discord during pub trivia.
Can you send us a link so we can post it?
I think she's frozen.
She froze, but she was still talking.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully she'll post it.
All right. All right, Sonic, go ahead and have deodorant. Yes, that's right. Take a bath.
True.
Axe is not.
Yep, that's right. It's not shower in a can.
It's not shower in a can. And wear deodorant. Remember, this podcast is brought to you by deodorant. Put that shit on. And brought to you by soap and water. Take a bath. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for you out there, all you gents out there that are trying to find that significant other or just trying to find somebody to have some fun with late in the night, it's important to be hygienic. Remember, don't be a meanie. Wash your weenie. All right, Sonic, go ahead and plug in your socials.
All right. Just follow me. I have an Instagram. It's Super Saiyan Sonic. Follow me there. In my bio, I have a link tree where you can follow me on TikTok, YouTube, all the other socials, Twitch, Twitter, all that stuff. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I uploaded like 2 voiceovers, and at first they were only like 10 or 20. Like a few days ago, but now they kind of blew up to like almost like 2,000 each, 2,000 views each, which suddenly blew up. I was like, what? Okay. But anyway, yeah, please follow me there. Please support this our podcast too, and go on our Discord. We post a lot of stuff there. We post we have a lot of tea, we have a lot of info, we put a lot of new channels out there, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'll just plug that in.
All right, guys, make sure you follow us on the YouTube channel. Make sure you ring-a-ling the ding-a-ling button so you'll be notified every time we go live. Make sure you join our Discord. I will actually go ahead and post a link to that right now for those of you watching. If you haven't joined the fastest, not the fastest growing, but the awesome Discord that we have, do so today. Be a part of our community. Be a part of the voice of the voiceless. And I'm not talking CM Punk. I'm talking Geeks 5 Ever. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure you are following, and then we'll see everybody Friday. We'll be back Wednesday with another episode. We're gonna announce tomorrow what the episode is gonna be because of the whole Light House Matsuri. Like I said, everything has been shifted and changed. We may or may not do a part 3. It just I got to talk to a couple people and see if they're willing to come on the show, or we agreed to do a part 3. But next week on Wednesday may be our special episode. I have 2 personal trainers and bodybuilders coming on the show. One of them is a cosplayer. One of them is a Renaissance. One of them does Renaissance. One of them does anime cosplay, and they're both bodybuilders. They're going to come on the show and talk about getting them. Instead of Geeks 5 Ever, we're going to be called Gains 5 Ever for that Wednesday. All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you Wednesday. Peace.
See you guys next time.